Yeah!
I am at the transitionary period of hobby to profession. It's beyond a hobby. I mean, I don't have another full-time job. I bartend and I do some catering work and I perform and produce shows, and I'm making some money at it, like enough, I think, to cover all my expenses. I've never really liked to wear clothes. My nickname in college had naked in it, and so no one was surprised. Like close friends, when I was like, "Hey, I'm doing burlesque now," they're like, "Yeah, of course you are." You're like, "We're not surprised." The biggest leap for me creatively actually was being in a position that I needed to create all of my own material. I really needed that. I'd mostly been doing like other people's, learning other people's choreography or taking other people's direction for a play and doing someone else's vision. But this is a different kind of performance. Like it's my ideas. I get to come up with it and figure out how to execute it and figure out exactly what I want to say. And Ain't Misbehavin' is my first act. It took me a long time to put it together. I agonized over like every choice. I like worked on it forever. I choreographed it a lot before I actually had my costume pieces, and then when I got my costume pieces, I realized that I put way too many dance steps in there, and like I couldn't possibly do all of those and take off my costume pieces like at the same time, and really learned that a burlesque costume is like a big 3D puzzle. I mean, everything has to come off in certain layers and certain ways. And the story of Ain't Misbehavin'. So I come out and is a prim and proper ballerina who is taken over by the lure of the jazz age, and then just can't help herself and is compelled to start taking off her costume pieces. As the audience responds with laughter and applause, she comes to enjoy this way of life and continues on. I love to laugh. I know audiences love to laugh. I love to make funny faces, and I love to do silly moves, and burlesque is a really great avenue to get to do that and explore that kind of storytelling, and where a lot of the funny faces that I make are completely acceptable, and being over the top and dramatic and very expressive is a big bonus. And I love watching comedic burlesque, like when it's done well, someone that has really good comedic timing and like a sense of, or something that really takes me by surprise. I love seeing acts where you think it's gonna go one way and then you get, it's like, oh no, she did that other thing. Please let me back darling, I would like to let you go. It's so Sally Bowles is the name of a character in Cabaret, which is made famous by Liza Minnelli in the movie in the 70s. And I just love that character a lot. And then the Dash is from Rainbow Dash, one of the My Little Ponies of the revamped series. It's storming on the sea. There also comes a lot of freedom in a burlesque costume to camouflage and hide and like just do whatever, make it however you want to, so you can accentuate the parts of you that you like best and like de-emphasize parts of you that aren't your favorite. That comes with part of the whole like illusion we're building anyway of this like larger than life character that we are. It's like part of the freedom of that, and like the joy of that is that we get to make our faces look however we want with like makeup and fake eyelashes and wigs, and we can do that with our whole appearance. Everything happens to me. And Stormy Blues is a lot more like classic, straight up classic burlesque. There's no gimmick in it. I'm not being funny and making funny faces. I'm taking out very few costume pieces, and it's more about like the slow, more sensual side of me. Back down, don't worry.